Nintendo rewarded our dreams, our hopes, and our wishes by bringing King K. Rool and Simon Belmont into the Smash Bros. Fray. But don't let that incredible direct distract you from the fact that there were a bunch of really cool new announcements for Nintendo Switch. We're bringing you 8 of them, and away we go. Gabe, it's a very interesting and unconventional list. There are cancellations, there are updates, there are brand new titles, there are old titles coming back. It's just a really cool list that luckily has a whole lot of quality here.
Yeah, that is not something that being said every single week, and I'm glad that this week we can say that and feel confident about it.
Absolutely. We'll start off with the cancellation, which is, it's just such a weird scenario. Let's take our report to Ubisoft, where Steep Game, the official Twitter, says, we are wholly dedicated to supporting the live game and made the decision to stop Steep development on the Nintendo Switch platform to focus on bringing new live content and challenges to Steep players instead.
When the game was originally announced for the first year and then it just never happened and then they just never talked about it again, that wasn't a good sign.
Yes, a lot of people were a little irked on Twitter saying, why are you trying to just kind of sweep this under the rug? Why wasn't there an official announcement? Why didn't you let people know? Are you going to come out and make a statement? But what they did do is announce 2 of their more underrated recent titles. This week's episode is brought to you by Amino, a fantastic app available on both Android and iOS that houses millions of different communities where fans can engage and interact about their favorite interests, passions, and fandoms. Obviously, for us here at Switchforce, it's all about the Nintendo Switch, and that is where we're going today. Plus, I've got a super cool opportunity for some of you to win some $50 eShop gift cards, so stay tuned for that. Now, if you don't get enough Switch glory here on the channel, you can dive into the Nintendo Switch Amino community and find lots more discussion on the latest news, theories, there's polls, there's quizzes, and a whole lot more. One of my favorites that I've seen recently is this post here that has players picking their team in advance for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, discussing and deciding who they're going to roll with and what will be the best combination. Now, we're getting involved in the action with a special exclusive Switch Force Ask Me Anything. It'll be this Saturday, August 11th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. The extra awesome part is that I'll be picking my favorite 2 questions from the AMA and rewarding them with $50 eShop gift cards. You can go and grab some of the awesome new indies like Dead Cells, or maybe put it towards a future pre-order. Either way, you should definitely go download the app, link in the description, so you can be a part of this AMA and have a chance to win those $50 eShop gift cards. All you gotta do is download it on your iOS or Android device, and then search the Nintendo Switch community and find our Switch Force post, and then come back Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time ready with your questions. I'll be there live answering them, and we'll pick 2 winners for those $50 eShop gift cards. It's a super cool way to share more Switch love with even more Switch fans around the world. So it's not an exact 1-for-1, it's more like a 2-for-1, but maybe this can replace some of that Ubisoft love in your heart. They are bringing Child of Light and Valiant Hearts to Nintendo Switch. Child of Light will be hitting on October 11th, and Valiant Hearts will arrive on November 8th. These are 2 UbiArt games, both of them kind of like cult favorites.
I really love these games. I think they're absolutely phenomenal. I played both of them to completion. Valiant Hearts tugs at the heartstrings, and Child of Light is just beautiful. To go alongside this, there was a little tease at a Child of Light 2 that we won't get into too much here, but I really hope that happens. These games are so beautiful. UbiArts does a phenomenal job, and I remember when these were being released, I was starting to get so hyped for the initiative that they had going on, because they came out relatively close to each other. So right. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that. It was so cool. Did you have much experience with these?
I really like Child of Light, and I'm not typically an RPG fan, so I definitely think if you are through with Octopath and you're waiting for Dragon Quest, Child of Light would be a worthy pickup. I'm hoping that they'll be priced right. It's got a really interesting battle system. It's a little slow at points, but I found it to be very fun, and I think they nail kind of a unique fighting mechanic that kept things decently fresh.
And the really cool thing is that these games come with some new Nintendo Switch exclusive features like multiplayer in Child of Light or full touchscreen capability in Valiant Hearts. So definitely incentive to play it again, even if you've already done it.
Yes, like I said, Child of Light, it's a really good game. And pumped if they do bring out a sequel, which you'd think would also hit Switch based on these releases. Scribblenauts is returning to Switch. The minigame Mario Party style title released earlier this year, but the Mega Pack is coming later this year. September 18th for $29.99, you'll be getting Scribblenauts Unlimited and Scribblenauts Unmasked, a DC Comics adventure.
I remember being so excited for the DC Comics adventure, but then I never really got to play it for whatever reason. So it's cool that I'm going to have the opportunity once again to have so many obscure like DC characters in this. So if you're a fan of that world in general, like that one's definitely a good pickup for you.
Yes, and Scribblenauts Showdown, it dropped pretty quickly in price. It's right now sitting at $20, which I think is a very fair value for that. And I'm glad that they realized, sort of what people would want to pay for these, and I think $30 for this Mega Pack is a good fit. Scribblenauts Unlimited is more of an exploratory open world, side-scrolling open world, I guess, but it's more on the creation side of things, whereas Unmasked still includes all of that, but you do then have sort of that DC foundation or anchor to kind of carry you through. So this will be interesting to see. Showdown must have sold decently well if they're bringing this over, I have to imagine.
Or it didn't sell well enough, and that they need this, one of the two. But in this, for the unmasked portion, it says, in this imaginative and comical quest, he must travel. Speaking about Max there, he must travel to iconic DC locations such as Gotham City, Metropolis, Atlantis, and 2 new bonus locations. Titan's Tower is under attack by a formidable demon Trigon, and Belle Reve, the base of operation for Task Force X. So there's like a lot of actual like lore and story to that one as well. Something that people who maybe played Unlimited aren't used to in Scribblenauts if that was their first entry.
Yeah, and Unlimited supports online sharing of user-created objects. So it's, they are not as probably exhilarating as they were when they released, and sort of the idea isn't as novel, but I still think you could have fun, and for more of a family title, this could fit the bill in September. Now, The World Ends With You has been on our Thursday list a couple of times, but now we officially have a U.S. date, and that is October the 12th. We also have the update that Final Remix appears to be $49.99, which I think is really nice. I'm glad that they are giving us a $10 discount there, given that this is a port of a DS title.
Yeah, that's really good. I wish the price was like a little different, just because those games were $40 and this is $50, but there's a lot being added to the game, and the visuals are not going to be HD, so I guess I can kind of understand. I just also understand how people might have issue with that, but by all accounts, still a fantastic game. I know you love it a whole lot. I love what I played of it way back in the day, and I might check it out one more time.
Yeah, I beat it back in its original incarnation, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. Definitely a crazy take on a JRPG, and one that I feel will work super well on Switcheroo. This one surprised me, Gabe. I'm impressed by the fact that Telltale is getting The Walking Dead, the final season, day and date on Nintendo Switch. So August 14th, you'll be able to play the final season of The Walking Dead on Switch. We've wanted The Walking Dead on Switch for a while now. They've brought some of their other franchises to the platform, but obviously they were, the dates did not match up. Here the date does match up, and I think that is a huge incentive to play this one next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be carrying over any progress from your other seasons or anything like that, but it's still a win to have this thing come out date and date. Clementine's final adventure? I don't know what to call these things, because they're very sad. I don't know if adventures are always like this sad and somber, but they're fantastic games. I love season 1 and 2 so much. I'm not all caught up in the way I kind of wish I were, but I have a little bit of time, and if I want to just play it on Switch, I don't even have to catch up, because I don't have to like really import anything. But right. Yeah, fantastic to see it coming day and date. We already have Batman Telltale on Switch, so it seems like they continue to want to be on the platform, and that's always a good thing.
Yep, Minecraft is there as well. Hopefully they will continue to support, and day and date would be a nice deal. And yeah, adventure or sad end. I feel like there's got to be at least an option in the storyline where Clementine does not make it out of that cartridge. So we'll have to see how that one pans out next week. Windjammers, Gabe, is a game that holds a special place in my heart. I played a lot of it when I was younger. I really love that they brought it to PS4 and Vita a little while ago, and now they're bringing it to Switch sometime later this year. It has one of the wildest announcement trailers that the Switch has seen.
Yeah, you guys are seeing it now. It's complete bonkersness. That's not even a word. I'm gonna make it a word now just for this game because it's so crazy. We
Do you
played
dressed like that?
I'm currently dressed like that now.
The really buff dude or the kid in like the strange button down?
I'll let you decide on your imagination.
Okay, it is a really fun game. If you play Disc Jam is kind of an evolution of Windjammers. It's rotating the battlefield to be horizontal instead of vertical, I guess. But it is really cool. It's a simpler affair, I'd say. But I really like this game, and as long as the port's good, it's one that I definitely will pick up. It's a lot of multiplayer fun, and hopefully we add Towerfall soon, and just continue to expand out the quick game action that the Switch is capable of.
Yeah, so overall, like a solid list. I'm actually a little excited for Windjammers as well. I did have fun when you and I played Disc Jam together, so maybe we can rekindle that rivalry a little bit with Windjammers.
Yes, indeed. We'll wrap up with Soundfall, a game that's coming in 2019. This one was announced from Drastic Games, a studio formed by alumni of Epic Games, and it says to mix twin-stick shooting and rhythm-based gameplay following the journey of Melody, a young audiophile who finds herself transported to the world of Symphonia. Not Tales of Symphonia. This is a different kind of Symphonia. So it's got a very interesting art style and a very interesting look. You're seeing the gameplay now. It's not... Like, I don't know, when you tell me, like, oh, it's a rhythm-based... Like, this is not what I would have expected. It looks far cooler than sort of the traditional vibe you would come to expect from rhythm-based game.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to highlight it. Like, first of all, just, like, the pedigree of the people that, like, are making it, right? They used to be at Epic, and it's a big company. But it just looks so unique and so cool.
Yeah. There will be gear, upgrades, one-of-a-kind weapons, legendary artifacts, audio-driven powers, a diverse roster of playable characters who each have their own distinct playstyle, and musical palettes, couch co-op up to 4 friends, online play for those who want to work together from afar, dance-like combos, Gabe. I mean, we need some dance-like combos for real life, so this is going to be one to watch for.
Yeah, we definitely need to come up with a secret handshake/dance that we can do. Let's do it.
Also, Melody is saving her realm from Discord, which I think is kind of just a hilarious coincidence.
Someone save us from Discord.
Man, some of those, yeah, okay. Well, this list is absolutely awesome, I think. One of the better ones for sure, and even if you're shedding some tears over Steep, you've got Valiant Hearts, Child of Light, Scribblenauts Mega Pack, The World Ends With You Final Remix, The Walking Dead, The Final Season, Windjammers, and now Soundfall. Gabe, give me your favorites.
I want to shed some tears with the final season of Walking Dead. That's what I want to do.
That one is one I will absolutely be playing. I'm going to pick up Windjammers unless the price is outrageous. And then I'm like slightly tempted to go back to Child of Light because I didn't finish it when I initially played on PlayStation, I believe. So it would be good to get through the entire experience here.
How do you feel about Valiant Hearts? Do you like it?
I've never played Valiant Hearts.
That's a gem right there.
All right, well, I'll get on that as well while I wait for Soundfall to learn my secret dances to defeat Discord. Let us know which games you're most excited for in the comments down below. Definitely check out Amino Apps and stay tuned for that AMA on Saturday, where you'll have a chance to ask us some questions and maybe even win a $50 eShop gift card. Until next time, though, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and these weekly announcements. We've got you covered. Until then, though, for myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.